If you are on a liquid diet, don't trust your farts. Trust me. What's your best piece of NSFW advice? Welcome to another story time from Alien Radio. I'm your host Andrew. Since you're already here, why not hit the like button, subscribe and ring the bell. If you don't, I will enlist you in the army for the upcoming World War III. Anyways, let's get into the stories. Freshly cleaned and washed genitals have a higher chance of receiving oral. Keep clean wipes by your toilet. If you bring a girl home, she always goes to the restroom. And if she's DTF, she will use the wipes. It's a good way to determine if she is. Trust me, it works. When you're walking at night and the woman in front of you keeps looking at you over her shoulder and increasing her pace, she does not want to race. Close your browser tabs vids after a porn sesh. So when you open your laptop at work, it doesn't blast hardcore gay porn throughout the office, Dave. On some A-frame ladders, you can stand near the top and grab the top with your hands and wiggle it around a little bit and make the ladder walk across the floor so you don't have to go all the way down and physically move the ladder. This is truly not safe for work. Don't tell OSHA. If you're drunk or high and can't get hard, give up. Don't be like myself and try smash with a half chub for 20 minutes, you're not impressing anyone. Sidebar. This only happened to me once, surprisingly, which is why I probably still bring it up. Also, I can't afford to lose too many inches. Ladies, when you're giving a hand job and the dude busts a nut, don't slow down as he nuts. Just keep the same pace until he asks you to stop or puts his hand on your hand. That extra 5 to 10 seconds is the difference between a 6/10 nice orgasm and an 11/10 power orgasm that will break your dude's brain for a good couple of minutes. I've burst a blood vessel in my eye from this. And then within a few seconds, it turns into a hostage situation and you'd pay any ransom to just get her to stop. Get lube. Use lube. There's this hole, am I wet? Wet enough? Will I stay wet? Anxiety thing that can be completely removed from your mind if you just use lube. And then you can concentrate on more important things. You can learn how to suck dick really well if you pay attention to how some of the porn stars do it. I've gotten major compliments such as "This is the best I've ever had" and "You're the Mitchell Phelps of blowjobs." I like the last one a lot. When you're performing cunnilingus, if she has an orgasm, don't let go. Stay put until she stops shivering. Then get back to it. Good bet she'll have multiple orgasms. Edit. Gents, not all ladies are the same, in case you didn't know. Listen to your lady. If she says stop, stop. If she's slapping your forehead and shoving your ugly mug away, a subtle hint, get off. If she lets you stay, stay strong, stay long. Improvising is one thing, but if you're using something that's not a sex toy as a sex toy, and there's even the slightest risk it could be stuck on her inside you, don't stick it on her inside you. It ain't worth the cost of hospital bills or the shame of explaining to your doctor why you have a can of Monster shoved up your ass or why your dick is stuck in a wet vac. Wet vacs hoses have a massive diameter. I think if I got stuck in one, I'd march to the hospital, pants down, dragging the vacuum behind me. Just assume that a parade of envious men and interested women would form a parade behind me. Put good smelling lotion on your junk. I've literally had a girl say "What smells so good?" and smell me trying to find it out and ended up smelling my crotch. I had just put the lotion on, so the smell was pretty strong at the moment. Got a BJ that day because of lotion. Edit. I don't put it on my dong, but on my taint, balls, and thighs. I usually put it on first thing in the morning, so it's mostly gone by the time I go out, and it's just a nice little touch. Also, I use some cheap all-natural cocoa butter stuff. Don't put on too much or you might think your farts are sharts. Most employers don't actually monitor internet traffic. They may use blockers, but rarely look at what you're looking at until there's a complaint, someone saw you looking at porn, or your productivity has taken a recent hit. Source: me. I've worked at companies ranging in size from 500 employees to 138. Policies are shockingly similar, with the smaller shops being more restrictive. Communication is more than what you say. If you're kissing her and want more, use your hands to gently, slowly rub an area close to where you want your hands to go, i.e., just above his/her knee, slowly moving inward, and the other person will likely get the message. There's always a point where you should ask, right before you get your hands on what you want to get your hands on, but you can keep it simple and quiet, whisper, "Keep going?" And you'll probably get a straight yes or no answer. Don't ever do BDSM-related crap with someone who thinks safe words are for pussies. Also, no, your safe word doesn't have to be aardvark or banana or some other dumb crap. Yellow and red are good, almost universal safe words. Yellow usually means stop for a minute and let the other person catch their breath. Red usually means stop everything and shut the whole thing down. And if the other person ignores your safe word and keeps going, it is now basically sexual assault. Make sure they know that before you get started. When you're eating pussy, remember that the clit is basically a tiny penis. Think about what makes a good blowjob. It's all about lips. Firm your bottom lip and push up underneath the clit with it. You're basically pinning the base of it against her pelvis. Be gentle though. Now you've got friction around the entire thing. Apply a little suction, and depending on how sensitive she is, use either the top or bottom of your tongue to carefully massage at the clit. Remember, the top of your tongue is rougher. The tongue part is just to get her to start moving her hips. Because once she does, she's basically going to jerk herself off against your lip and the hood of her clit. Young ladies just starting out with sex, take it from an old crone, please do not fake orgasms. I know it seems like the easy way out when he is pumping away at your mostly dry vagina after 2 minutes of foreplay and you are so bored. But then he goes away thinking that gets you off and it will never get better for you. Even if you are new to sex, you don't know what gets you off yet, do not lie by faking it. Only by being honest can you figure out what works together. If you can't orgasm from only penis in vag sex, know that most of us cannot, and ask him go down on you before. When you get to the penis in the vag part, it will be way better for both of you. Some general advice for guys trying to duck girls. No piece of advice applies to all women. These are just guidelines that should be applicable to most folks, but communication is key, as I'll explain later. Hygiene goes without saying. Keep it clean. Keep your nails short. If you forgot this until the last moment, clip them and run the edges on your jeans to dull them a little. No one wants to get fingered by Scary Terry, bitch. Orgasms are not always required. Obviously they're great, but if either you or your partner doesn't finish after you've given it the good old college try, don't get down on yourself about it. Sex should be fun even before the orgasm. Put her pleasure above yours, and she'll probably take care of you. Use protection. Yes, it feels better without it, but let me tell you what doesn't feel good. Child support payments. Chlamydia. Full-blown AIDS. Or at least I assume they don't, because I've never experienced any of those things. Because I use protection. When used correctly, condoms are 98% effective at preventing pregnancy, according to the knockout blurb Google gave me when I searched condom effectiveness. Look up a YouTube video if you're not sure if you're using them 100% correctly. And I don't care how strong you think your pull-out game is, entrusting a horny dude with the task of not ejaculating inside a woman that's saying, "Duck me harder, baby," like your partners will be once you're done reading this guide, is dumber than sending a kid to the Jared Fogle summer camp. That was a real thing, look it up. And get tested after each new partner, just in case. Can't be too careful. Don't masturbate with too tight a grip. You'll kill the sensitivity in your dick. Use a loose but firm grip and lubricate yourself. If you've already been doing this, switch to the aforementioned technique, no exceptions. If you find that doesn't get you off, well, too bad. You don't get to finish until you can finish like that, because otherwise you'll be in the unenviable position of not being able to finish while ducking. And then she'll get self-conscious, you'll be embarrassed, it'll be awful. Beware the death grip. Pee after you finish. It's even more important for women, but it goes a long way toward preventing urinary tract infections. Make some nuus. Probably. Most women tend to like it when you're vocal. Don't go overboard grunting like a warthog, like a lot of porn stars seem to do, is probably too much. But let her know you're enjoying yourself. Tell her how good her hand, mouth, pussy, ass feels, how much you love her tits, ass, legs, pussy, etc. Unless she's not into dirty talk, which is fine too. Don't be embarrassed. Not getting it up happens. Shooting your load too soon happens. Farts, queefs, armpit fart noises because your skin was suctioned to hers, it happens. Get used to it. Laugh about it. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching. What did you think of the story time? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more story times.